Welcome to a new stream at the ZBHO Dojo. Allow yourself to enter peace, prosperity, and love. Wiggle your right toe, wiggle your left toe, and then wiggle your thumbs back and forth. Feel the energy of the universe within your soul. What have you done today to level yourself up? And here we reach the crescendo of the song. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time. D's ink has not passed on. You are within the now, within the moment and present. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and become one. Now let's get this show freaking started. Welcome to the ZBHO Dojo. My name is Spicer, your spicy sensei, if you will, and today on the stream, we'll see if we got a critique. Maybe y'all got a critique for me. I don't know. If you do, put it in the ZBHO Dojo under critique submissions here. Should be the third option in the ZBHO. Then we're going to get Jeralex, that Jedi. We're going to start dynameshing that guy out. I'm going to show you how to make a key. We're going to key him out as much as we can. I'm going to show you the entire process. We're going to do it all in real time. Then, if we can get it all done today on stream, then by next week, we should have them printed out. Okay. But before we get started, let us give thanks and praise to the lords and gods of Sajir, starting with Frank Frazetta, the All-Father. Next, St. Joseph of the Province, St. Paul of Gabori, Ryan, King of Slian, and finally, Simon Lee, Spider of Zoom. Thank you for your education, your inspiration, and your overall badassness. The dojo salutes you. I started late today, everybody, okay? I had car trouble. My Ferrari wasn't working. I had to get some jet fuel. I had to put it in there. It wasn't 100% clean with gold filters, so we had to use platinum ones, and then and so I had to drive the Lamborghini home instead of the Ferrari. My bad. All right, my bad. But we're gonna make it up, because from now on, when we stream, no one's gonna be after us. We can stream as long as we want. But today, I'm gonna meet with a client. He's on the other side of the world. So right now it's like 14 hours ahead. So we'll have to cut it around the 2-hour mark. But after that, we will be going all night, getting it going, working as much as we can. And I appreciate you being here. Alrighty. So let's get over into the dojo. Boom! So this was yesterday's sketch. Took about 10 hours. to get her done. Started off with Julie in the in ZBrush, and yeah, blocked her out, put her in there, got her done, rendered her out in cycles, and I really enjoyed this piece. Really like it. Lots of character. I used A. Jury art. I think her name's Alexandria art. Yeah, she did her draw it in this style, or draw it in your own style off of someone else's concept. So yeah, put it all together. I love it. I love this piece. Junina Haukalau. What's up? Harry Mandibles. D-Zink, this is your first Tuesday stream? Yep. I requested to have no one after me. I want to have a good time. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and load this. Since this is your first Tuesday stream, would you say you're still in beta? I think so. Comics legend, hello Spicer. Who is Simon Lee? Simon Lee is an amazing instructor and artist, and yeah, check him out on whatchamacallit. Did I just reload this again? All right, well there. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, okay. So yeah, you can check him out. Simon Lee Spider Zero is his name. Really good. Really good. I took his mentorship and it was changed my life. Okay. D-Zink, how's it going, Andrew Mandibles? I think the music is a little loud. Forgot to turn it down, everybody. Forgot to turn it down. My bad. Thank you for letting me know. But yeah, we are going to we're gonna create a key. We're gonna get this guy Dynamesh together, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We are going to have a good time. So when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking the lower body is gonna be one piece. We're gonna plug in. We'll probably cut him off right here at the belt line, so that we can just plug him in. We're gonna cut off his arms, but we're gonna leave those intact, and then we are going to also Dynamesh everything together. All right, so let's get started. So let's go here. Let's solo this out. Boom. Harry Mandibles, how's the dojo this evening? It's going good. No big car trouble. Just need to have my battery jumped, so that's a good thing. And then yeah, I'm gonna be talking with a client later tonight, so all is good. Alrighty, so let us separate the head. Okay, split hidden. Alrighty, so let's get everything associated with his head Dynamesh together. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get our eyebrows. Let's turn solo off. Eyebrows. Beard. Put that underneath there. Turn that on. Turn that on. Then we need his eyeballs right here. There we go. Alrighty, so we got that. I think that's everything with his head. Let's just make sure. I'm gonna put this at the bottom, and let's turn everything on. Turn everything off, and I think that's everything. Alrighty. So what I do is I go here. I'm gonna go all the way to 4096, and then I'm gonna press Dynamesh. We're gonna see if we lose anything. We shouldn't, because it's such a high resolution. Yeah, nothing has changed. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start merging these things down. So we're gonna merge down, press OK, and then we are going to Dynamesh this together. So, boom, Dynamesh that. Carbon 4444444. What's up? When you put keys for 3D print, how much do you inflate the subtract key so when the print, so when printed there is minimal sanding? Usually I don't do any shrinking at all, because there's warping and everything that goes on depending on how thick the mesh is, and I have a micro mark, so it's that, so it doesn't take a lot of time for me to sand things. So yeah, but you know, say you put the key in there, you boolean it out, then you go back to the key. I would shrink it down by like 0.05, somewhere around there. All right, so let's merge this down. Okay, and let's Dynamesh this together. Alrighty, let's get the eyes. Let's merge that down. Press OK. And let's Dynamesh it again. Alrighty, so we have the head all put together, all in one piece, and didn't lose any fidelity whatsoever. Let's just double check. Make sure. Trying to think if there's going to be an issue. There shouldn't be an issue with this. Should be quite easy. Yeah, if we angle it like this, have that beard going up towards the sky whenever we print it, it shouldn't have too much of a problem. Good day, master. Bowing before the sensei. Skin Chaffee, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, now that I have this, we are going to, let's see, do we have geometry? Do we lower? Let's put these shoes together. So we're going to put this together. Let's Dynamesh it. I think it is, we're gonna go up to 4096 and we're gonna Dynamesh it. We're gonna say no on the, we don't want to keep our subdivision levels because then it's going to freeze subdivision levels and it's never giving me a good result when I do that. I think it's because I don't know how to use it, but I've had nothing but problems with freeze subdiv. All right, don't slow down on me now. Don't slow down on me now. Alrighty, so we've got this, got that. Alright. And then Dynamesh this together. And I'm not super worried about the subdivision levels here because whenever we print it, it's going to be so small, you're not going to be able to see it. Not going to be able to see it. And it's closing holes right now. Mac About Arts, you call those shoes? Hey, according to the concept, that's what it looks like. Alrighty, so let's see here. We'll probably put these legs and shoes together, so let's do that. Let's go auto group and then split hidden and then bring this down And let's see if we can put these together. So we're gonna merge down. Yep, that's correct. And then let's kick this up, 4096. Let's turn groups off, and then Dynamesh. Mac about art, inside joke, I work for Vance. Okay. Well, I dig it. Alrighty, so we've got the legs and the shoes together. Let's get this leg strap in there as well. So here, yeah, everything's good. Let's go here, merge down, okay, and Dynamesh that. Leg cylinders. Let's go here. Let's make sure we have a good amount of resolution there. Let's merge this down. Okay. And then Dynamesh it again. Alrighty, so let's see if there's anything. I think that's it for the legs. Yeah. Okay. So let's see the belt. Let's go to the jacket and start putting this together. Again, we're gonna go resolution 4096. We're gonna Dynamesh it. We're gonna say no on the free subdiv. We're gonna kick smash. All right, well that was simple. Alrighty, so we're gonna get this. Let's go here. Let's make sure we have all our subdivs pre-applied, or else it's gonna not work. So let's go here, merge down, press OK, and okay, that's the reason. I was like, why is it not all the way? Okay. And I like to go one piece by one piece by one piece. I don't want to put everything together and then Dynamesh it, because ZBrush has to think way too much. I want to make it real easy for ZBrush to solve all this stuff. Okay, and let's get that together. Hey Spicer, can you throw that sweet ZBHO Dojo Discord link into the chat? I'll be more than happy to. We had an excellent dojo sculpt off last night. It was just really good. Really good. So for those that want to join the greatest CG dojo in the world, there's a link. All right, and now we have the trim, so we're gonna go down, merge down. Okay, got the trim, we're gonna Dynamesh that. Alyssa, thank you for joining. Super Bad Salu, thank you. Pequeño Yeti, thank you for joining. I always like the name Alyssa. I've always liked that name, so good job, Alyssa. Good job for being named Alyssa. All right, so we've got all that together. And let's see, chest pockets, we're gonna make sure, yep, that is, I'm gonna subdivide it one more time. Merge down, okay. Bet you can't, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much, MJ. I'm glad you joined the dojo. Alrighty, so shoulder panels, we're gonna merge that down. Okay. And we're gonna Dynamesh that. Alrighty, belt buckle, no. Pouch flaps, no. Hoodie, yes. Merge down, okay. And then Dynamesh. Alrighty. Let's see. What else can we do? Pouches, shirt. Let's bring that down. And on this shirt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask everything but the inside. I'm going to put it in the center, and I'm going to close it up. So whenever we dynamesh everything, it will work a little bit better. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. Boom, boom, right there. We're gonna bring it up a little bit. Right there. Let's squeeze it together a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Okay. So that should be closed off. Let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can get something a little bit. Comics Legend, thank you for sharing this process with us. My pleasure. My pleasure. I think what I'll do. Okay, so I'm gonna save right now. So, are you going to 3D print your sculpt from the dojo sculpt last night? I think so. I think so. So we're gonna change this new folder. I gotta get this guy out. I gotta get Earthworm Jim out. I gotta get Dr. Disrespect out. I gotta get. There's another one that we did during the sculpt off that I wanted to finish. There's another one. So I got like 3 or 4. So. I'm making a new folder called For Print, and I'm just going to title this Geralax FP for Print, and then 01. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go geometry. I'm gonna delete lower. I'm gonna invert, and I am going to delete hidden. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this all the way up to 4096, and we're going to see if ZBrush will close these holes for us. If not, then we'll just put some meshes in there manually, and then close it off ourselves. Clear that. Alrighty. There we go. Close it off for us. Simple, simple, simple. It's way easier, and there we go. Because we kind of want them touching so we can boolean them from each other. Labyrinth, was that the one? Nah, not Labyrinth. What was it? It was something. Batman Pop-Tart is worse. He's hilarious, man. Pomkatsu, thank you for joining the dojo. Alrighty, so we've got all that. So now whenever we go back to our coat and we merge this down, there won't be any holes or anything like that, all right? Because the last thing you want is like floating geometry here and there. So we're gonna merge this down, press OK, and then we are gonna dynamesh it together. Colin Clay. Yeah, we're gonna have to throw him out, bro. We're gonna have to throw him out for sure. Alrighty, so we've got that. Let's get this shirt trim, merge that down. And who's ready for the fights this weekend? Oh my gosh! 4 champs, 3 title bouts. Who do you got? Israel Adesanya, or was it Blachowicz? What's his name? Something like that. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. So good. Can't wait. Alrighty, so we've got this. And so you see these right here? We're gonna have to fill those in, right? Because it's just gonna, whenever it's printing, I guess if I print it straight up and down, it should be fine. And I think what would have been better is if we had deleted the inside, kind of like we did with the shirt, and then dynameshed it together, but this is fine. We can just inflate it. So BIN, we're gonna go backface masking, and then we are going to inflate this together. Dynamesh it. King's Letter, what's going on? Appreciate you being here, brother. That's kind of a little sloppy. I think what I'll do is I'll put a little plug in there. Let's see, what can we do? We can probably duplicate it, shrink it, cut off that little piece, inflate it together, and then dynamesh it, and then plug it up in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this. So now we have 2 coats. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. I'm going to press Control W. I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna delete hidden right here. And then we're gonna dynamesh it. There we go. There we go. So now what I'm gonna do is, let's see, get that. Let's inflate this. Let me get my walking pen out, and shouldn't inflate that. I think it's because it's one-sided. That's probably not gonna be the best. No hands and feet sculpted here. Damn right. Let's grab this. Let's mask this right there. Press Control W. No, did I get everything? Okay, I got everything. So I just want to grab this. So I'm gonna get the mask lasso. Oops, sorry. BS. Where is it? Select lasso. Right here. We are going to grab all of this. Right there. Let's grab. Oops. I know there's an easier way. Yeah, man, just make all your characters super mysterious like they are, mostly clouded in fog, especially around the appendages. Alrighty, so let's go here. Let's grab these. Let's delete hidden. Boom, right there. Let's see if we can mask this right there. Is it? Do I have symmetry on? No. Okay. Invert it. Put this right there. Shrink it together. A little bit more. A little bit more. Alrighty, and let's see if this is gonna work. I think it should. In theory. There, invert it. Boom, boom, right there. And let's just make sure. Let's get that. Alrighty, so now we can shrink this together. Shrink it together again. Shrink it together again. Oop, that went the wrong way. There we go. Alrighty, so now we should be able to dynamesh this. Dynamish. There we go. Now it's solid. Okay. So we can turn solo off. We can shrink these a little bit. So I'm gonna hold control, shrink them a little bit. Let's see, wait a second. Let's grab this one first. Let's put this in the center. Let's bring this in a little bit. Yep, right about there. All right, so next one. What, do I only have one here or something? What the hell? Where'd the other one go? There we go. Alrighty, so right there. Right there. Alrighty. Bring this one. That. Put in the center. Squeeze it down. A little bit more, right about there. Alrighty. So let's see if this is gonna work. It should work. Merge down. Okay. Oh, are they? No, they're not. All right, merge down. Okay. One or more subtools are partially hidden. Oh, this one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Merge down. Okay. And then Dynamesh. Let's see if it's going to eat the jacket or not. It shouldn't, but we'll see. And it's closed. Alrighty, so we are good. We are good. Kingslayer, straight up legendary experience, bro. You'll get there, my man. Nah, never. No hands and feet sculpts here. All my characters are gonna have hooks for hands and wooden pegs for feet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alrighty. So, okay, so we got that. We've got that. Let's put our lightsaber together. Let's delete this inside. Let's merge down. Wait, cancel. Let's make sure it's subdivided as far as we need it. Yeah, okay. So here, let's go Dynamesh 4096. Dynamesh, no on the subdivs. Let's merge down, press OK, and do that again. There we go. So now we've got that. See, we've got the head, we've got the legs. Let's trying to think of. Let's get this other belt. Actually, that belt might fill in that area. And I'm pretty sure we probably don't need to cut it. Yeah, we don't need to cut it. Yeah, we don't need to cut it. Okay. Well, I mean, in terms of along the waistline, we don't need to do that. And here, I'm just making sure that if I stick the legs in here, that there's not going to be anything obstructing it whenever I insert. So just moving things out of the way just a little bit to make sure there's more than enough clearance. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit so I can hear myself think. Henry Shadavinka, thank you very much for joining the ZBHO Dojo. Yes, finally getting in there to bullion in this massive Schwartz lightsaber. Oh, you know it. Alrighty, let's see. Here, let's kind of turn back face masking off. Don't want to get that. Let's get our walking pin. And let's get all up in them guts. Alrighty. So here, just gonna make sure all this is puffed together. Here, just inflating this because you don't want any overhangs on this stuff because it's just a pain in the kaduki. You know what I'm saying? Pain in the kaduki. So just gonna make sure all this, at least the shirt and the jacket, making sure there's no overhangs. So here, inflating this together. Alrighty, and here, inflate it together. There. On the inside, inflate it together. Alright, let's see if there's any other holes in here. Because we want all these closed up. We want them all closed up. Because last thing you want to be doing is putting in freaking supports in these small holes here. So we're going to mesh it together. IR scopes! IR. You need a belt. The NMF belt. The nicest MFer belt. Alright, everybody go follow IR Sculpts. He is going to be streaming here this Sunday, I believe, for ZBrush Live. And all I'm going to say is that shortly after he joined the ZBHO Dojo, he got that gig. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Alrighty, so we've got all that inflated. Should be good. Let's get this area right. Meow. Get that inflated. Right there. Okay, so now we can dynamesh it together again. Yeah, make sure. What time are you streaming this Sunday, IR? Like in the afternoon? Because if it's in the morning, I ain't gonna make it. I'm telling you that right now. Alright, so let's get this belt and where's the other belt? Waist belt here. Okay, so let's dynamesh these together. Merge down. Okay, 4096. Dynamesh. 5 p.m. LA time. Alrighty. So that's 3 p.m. Yeah, I'll be up. Okay. So we're gonna take this belt and we're gonna make sure that it is well within there. Let's go back. Make sure that's well within there. Let's rotate it a little bit. There we go. Let's bring it out just a tad and rotate it. And yeah, your latest print looks really, really good, IR. Ian Robinson. And let's bend it a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna go bend arc. I think, what does it say? Delete. Oh, okay, so geometry. Let's go down. Well, let's go all the way up. Let's go one down, delete lower, delete higher. Try this bend arc again. And just bend it a little bit. Alright, just a little bit so it fits around. And I think I'm going the wrong way with it. I think I'm pulling it the wrong way. So here. There we go. That's better. There we go. Okay, so now we can rotate it a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, every time I do one of these, whatchamacallit? Every time I do one of these prints, I learn so much. It's crazy. Let's see. Let's get his jacket or his upper body up here. And let's merge it down. Merge down. Okay. And waist belt. Let's merge that down. This shouldn't be too hard for ZBrush to calculate. And then we're going to dye mesh it together. Have you played with the latest feature, Spicer? No, there's a bunch of people in Dojo saying that when they upgraded it, it was giving them problems. So, plus I'm about to start a big client project, probably tonight or tomorrow. So, I don't want to ruin my ZBrush, but probably will upgrade anyway. Let's see. There we go. We've got that. We've got this. Okay, so let's put this. Make sure that none of them have subdivision levels. Let's merge it down. Okay. Dynamesh, make sure it's at 4096 and Dynamesh it. Say no. Don't want to keep those subdivision levels. And there we go. Okay, so now what we can do is we can merge this together. Merge it down. Okay. And then Dynamesh it. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the lightsaber, we've got the hands. Those are the last things. I think what I'll do is I'll merge this hand with the jacket, and then this one I'll have separate and it'll be merged with the lightsaber. So we're gonna split hidden. We're gonna take this down. We're going to merge this together, merge down. 4096, no groups, Dynamesh. Yeah, definitely gonna wait. Definitely gonna wait. Alrighty, so now we are going to take this other hand and let's go back here and trying to think if there's gonna be any. There shouldn't be any issue. It's quite blocky. There's nothing with a super huge overhang, so we should be good on merging this together. So I'm gonna merge it down. We're gonna go here. We're gonna merge down. Okay, and then Dynamesh. Alrighty. So now we've got that. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to start. I'm wondering. Let me take a look at this. I'm wondering if I can just print this all as one piece. Probably hanging down this way. There shouldn't be an issue with it just printing as one piece. We might not even need to break apart the arms for, you know, like a 1/10, 1/6 piece. But yeah, because it's not, because well, let's just chop off the arms just in case. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is BSI. I'm going to get my split here. We're gonna press Control W just to get all this as one piece. We are going to press Control and Shift and go here, right there, move it over to the left a bit, and then cut it. Zabelton, hey, I'm a bit new to ZBrush. Can these be used in video games? Yeah, if you break it down low enough, you can use it in video games. So this is for 3D printing. So there's really no topology or maps to be, generated whenever you load up the game or anything. So it's very high res. But if we are going to put this in a game, it would need to be blocked out quite considerably. Alrighty, so wonder if we can auto group this. Yeah, we can. All right, get this out of here. Oops. Okay, so we're going to. Oh, okay, cool. Boom, boom. We're gonna press Control W. Got that. We're gonna go here. All right, we're gonna grab this piece as well, and we are going to split hidden. So split hidden. We've got the arm here. We've got the inside, which we can get rid of. So BSR to go back to our selection tools. We're going to delete hidden, and then we are going to again Dynamesh this, and it should close the hole off pretty easily. There we go. So now that's closed off. Shouldn't have a problem with this. Yeah, we shouldn't have a problem with that. Okay, so now we can go back to the coat. We can again go auto group. Let's see. Okay, so it's all one. Alrighty. And this is usually why you don't want anything on the inside, because it gives you all this stuff. But let's see if we can close it off. Let's go Dynamesh again. 4096. Zabaitin, okay, nice answer. Thanks. My pleasure. There we go. So now that's closed off. So we're good on that. Thank you, ZBrush. BSI again for our split tool, or slice tool, excuse me. We're gonna get a nice little angle. I'm gonna go right up in that crack. And we're gonna chop that off. Colton Clay, Spicer, what lightsaber color would you use as a Jedi? Your answer determines how much respect your yoga powers. I'd say blue. Yeah, blue or orange. One of those. What about you? What would y'all's lightsaber color be? Answer in the chat. Answer in the chat. All right. Oops. BSR. Got this. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to press Control W. Boom. We're going to get there. We're going to split hidden. We are going to Dynamesh this again. The green ghost, purple. I would not have expected that one. Deezing, not red, white, and blue. It should be. Attentive Slug, black. The green ghost, a royal purple. Whoa, you're going royal now. Wipeout, black. Inventify 3D, hi. What's going on? IR Sculpts, emerald green. Good choices, everybody. Alrighty, so we've got that off. We got this. So now we're gonna close this off. We got Dynamesh 4096. Alrighty, so we've got that. We've got our arms separated. We've got all that there. So we can go here. We can key that from there. We can key the head from the body. We can key the legs. Let's just make sure the legs are going through the mesh. Let's go transparency. Yes, they are. Don't know if they need to go that high though. So what I'll do is I'll key the body from the legs, so it's getting rid of everything that we don't need. Key the legs and then boolean that out from here. Okay, so roughly we've got everything together. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna save another iteration of this. So I'm gonna save. We're gonna go 2, right? Because you don't want to redo all this again. All right. D-Zinc, I always like green and blue. Sergio Salgado Santelices. Hi, Spicer Sensei. I thought the streaming is going to be in Friday. Oh, we moved to Tuesdays so we could work longer. There was just too many people on Friday, and so I was restricted to 2 hours. But sometimes, you know, I just want to work. I just want to work. You know, I want to work. I want to get this stuff done. Because sometimes we have critiques and all that good stuff, and it takes up most of the time. So yeah. Alrighty, so we have everything. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start bullying them out from each other. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with the body is I'm gonna boolean the body. I'm bullying the head from the body, so then they can just fit together, right? And so let's do that. So what I'm gonna do is first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a folder. So that's Control F, and I'm gonna say head body boolean. Okay, I got that in there. I've got this in here, and what I want to do is I want to subtract the body from the head, right? So something like that. And what is this? Alrighty, so now what we can do is BMV, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move that down until it's booleaned out. Right, so we're gonna mask that area, bring it down so it disappears. Because again, we don't want floating geometry anywhere. And I wanna make sure that, you know, like this area right here, we're gonna go to our jacket. We're going to BIN, and let's take a look at this. Okay, so that's what that's doing. So I'm gonna clean this up by using Trim Dynamic. Right there, and then we're gonna go back to the head, and we are gonna turn that back off. All right, so that's a little bit cleaner. Gonna make sure there's no nothing in here that's going to, like this little lip right here is gonna say, oh, you know, you need more weights in there. You need more supports in there. So we're going to inflate that. Inflate it, inflate it, inflate it, inflate it, inflate it. And then we're gonna smooth it out because there's no reason to have like a hard edge on the inside that no one's gonna see, just to make your life more difficult. So we're gonna smooth that out. We should have everything we need. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, so you see how it rolls in. So it's gonna be kind of difficult to get our head in here. And these are things that you need to learn for yourself. You know, like you need to print and fail. You need to print and fail and be like, okay, that support didn't work, that cut didn't work. And you'll learn very quickly, like what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. So there's like no tutorial or anything that I got or bought or anything. It's just failing over and over and over again. There is a YouTube channel called 3D Printing Pro. A big part of 3D printing is your supports, making sure there's enough but not too much. Because if you do, you're going to have a bunch of cleanup that you're going to need to do. So you want to be very careful with that. I'm going to go to Brush, Smooth Stronger, so I don't have to spend so much time smoothing. So there we go. So smooth, smooth, smooth. And you see how it's dipping down? I kind of want, I don't want any waves in here. Right? Went nice and clean, nice and even. We're gonna inflate this together. Inflate it, inflate it. And then we're gonna dynamite it. Emerald greens. I always like green, blue. I don't think there's been an orange lightsaber. I'm not sure. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I'll take a peachy colored saber personally. Yeah, I want a matcha color. How about periwinkle? Long as it's periwinkle blue. Periwinkle. I'm on the 9th attempt of an action figure fail faster. I like your style, Ryan. I like it. You haven't given up. That's what I'm talking about. Dojo warrior material there. Keep going. Keep going. Trial and error, so experience is a key. Oh yeah, that's the only way you'll be able to do it. Like, I can teach anatomy all day, but until you sculpt it and do it wrong and then figure out what it was that you did wrong, you'll never, like, I can teach you all day, all night, and you'll never learn, right? So yeah, experience is by far the most important part of all of this. Get in there and fail. Like, my first time 3D printing was with a Anycubic S, and I just didn't have patience, man. I was like, if it's gonna, like, I just put supports all over the fucking place, and it still failed because of many reasons. But it had a catastrophic fail, and it poked a hole through the film. And I just got really pissed and destroyed it. So, and then I started seeing everybody else doing their 3D prints, and I was like, okay, I need to chill the F out. All right? I need to chill the F out and just accept failure is the road to success, you know? And we're gonna make this nice and easy for this head to fit in here, okay? Let's just turn everything off besides these two. Alrighty, so that looks a whole lot smoother to come into. I would like a little bit more depth in here because this is really, really thin. So what I do is I'm gonna go back to the jacket and let's go solo. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mask this area, especially in the front. So we're gonna go BMK, and we are going to mask this area. So I just don't like super thin pieces. It has a tendency to fail on the printer, regardless of what you do. And it's just, and you just don't want failures. You don't want to be waiting. I mean, luckily nowadays the 3D printers are mono screen instead of RGB, so it doesn't take that long to print things out. I would say close to about 60% of the print time has been shaved down with the new tech, so you can fail faster as opposed to the older ones. And then we're gonna control click, and we're gonna go to masking because I prefer to use this button. I need to put this on my UI, but we're gonna blur the mask. Alrighty, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna invert the mask. We are going to go back to our head. We're gonna turn off solo, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my move brush while I'm on the coat. And we are going to get a big move brush, and we're going to move that down just enough to where the print won't fail. I'm not looking to get, you know, huge amount of thickness in here, just enough to where the edges aren't thin. So that's definitely not going to fail right there. All right. Definitely not going to fail. Okay, so now we've got the head and the body. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. And now what I want to do is I want to save. Okay, because we definitely don't want to be redoing all this over and over and over again. So we're gonna go 3. Comics Legend Spicer, what about the 3D printing course through XMD? Oh yeah, Eric asked you. I mean, if you want to go into the intricacies of all this stuff for environments, for characters, for props or anything like that, I mean, it's really, really, really good. But I was just talking about supports, the art of adding supports. So you want to go to 3D Printing Pro on YouTube for that. Mac about art. Oh man, and that sucks. Yeah, that was my fault. It's not Anycubic's fault. It was my lack of patience that did it. Robert Clapp, that Uncle Jesse guy puts lube on his FEP film. That's so hot. So hot. Jar Made, resin or filament? I have both. I have a Ender 3 Pro, and then I have a Mars 2 Pro. So whenever I want to kind of master the resin printing first, and then I'm gonna go to filament, and that way I can just print heads and hands on the resin printer, and then print base and body with the SLA or the filament. It's called 3-in-1 PTFE lubricant on Amazon and cheap. Nice. Let's check that out. Because I'm always down to spend more money, you know what I'm saying? It's called PTFE lubricante. PTF lubricante. Starbright, anti-corrosion, anti-seize, all-purpose white lubricant. Super lube. That's what I need. Yeah, nice. Resin to filament is interesting. Most went the other way. Hey man, you gotta make your own way. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, so we have this. Everything's thick enough. It shouldn't fail on us. It shouldn't give us any problems. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this cogwheel. I'm gonna say Boolean folder. And what it should do is it should give us the head right underneath the folder. Boolean operation cannot be performed because some of the subtools are invalid. But it worked anyway, so I don't want to hear your shit. Okay? I don't want to hear your shit. Oh, it didn't work. What are you talking about? All right, so what we will do, delete, okay. So we'll go back here, we'll re-dynamesh this. And let me, I'm gonna turn groups off and then re-dynamesh it. So it's all one piece. That was probably the reason that it was giving us that error. Yeah, maybe. Alrighty, so let's bring this back online and let's try it again. Boolean folder. Boom, right there. Boom, right there. And Boolean folder. Boom. Boolean folder. Delete. Okay. Boom, right there. Let's go here. Boom. Boolean folder. Why aren't you doing it? Why are you not doing this? Let's re-dynamesh this. Alrighty. let's go back here. Let's Boolean folder. Why isn't it doing it? Does anybody know? IR, what's going on with this? Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Boolean folder. Ah, mesh integrity. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Mesh integrity, fix mesh. All right. Okay. So now all our colors gone. But that's fine. We don't need no stinky color. All right, let's go here. Let's go mesh integrity. Fix mesh. All right, there we go. Alrighty, so we've got that. We've got that. Let's Boolean folder. Still not working. Still not working. Let's create another folder. Let's call it number 20000. Let's see. Solo. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, so we're gonna move that out of the folder, delete the folder. Why didn't you let me know, IR? You're supposed to let me know this stuff. Alright, so boom. Boolean folder. There we go. Now it's working. Ryan McLeroy, you just earned yourself a Dojo Warrior status. Alright. Pamkatsu joining twice into the server, 4 minutes apart from each other. Henry Sherdavinka, welcome. Rymac, welcome to the ZBHO Dojo. Alright, so what the heck? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? Delete. Okay. Delete. Okay. Let's turn that off. Why isn't this working? Is there some bit here that's super thin? What is going on? I mean, the only thing I can do is press that again. Let's see if it's gonna work. Right back. All right, cool. Check all of your mesh intersections and weld them for closed holes. Oh, closed holes. Okay, we'll check that. Yeah, it's giving us the same error. All right, so boom. Let's go here. Let's go geometry. Let's go modify topology. Let's go close holes right there. Okay, and let's go here. Let's go back to geometry. Let's close holes. Okay, let's redynamesh. Let's go back here. Let's redynamesh. Alrighty, let's make sure. Let's just smooth out this edge. Make it as easy as possible for ZBrush. All right, let's go back. Geometry, mesh integrity, fix mesh. Modify topology, close holes, mesh integrity, fix mesh. Alrighty, so let's see if we can do that again. Alrighty, so okay, let's make sure, yeah, that's good, and let's go Boolean folder. Oh yeah, let's see. We'll try, well, it's going easier. It's going faster. Come on, meow. But cow! A cow! Never give up, never surrender. Alrighty, so we've got that. Let's turn that back on. Okay, so we've got the head. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna rename this folder. We're gonna call it old stuff. Old stuff. Alrighty, so we've got the original head in there. Let's turn this off. Let's go here, Control F, body legs. Without the caps! Body legs. Okay, so we've got that. Oh yeah, you gotta have random screams. You know, y'all gotta wake up! Alright, so again, we're going to, oops. We're going to Boolean the coat from the legs. Boom, here. So we have that. And again, we are going to kind of fix this a little bit. Because I don't like, I want it a little bit more flat. So I'm gonna go here. We're gonna solo this out. We are going to mask this area. Again, right here, let's go in here and clean this mask up so it's not too close to the edges. Because what I want to do is just flatten this out. So I'm just going to use the scale and then I'm going to flatten it out. And then we should have a much cleaner cut. So you don't want all these jaggeds and super thin edges, because, you know, you don't want to be putting supports on 1 pixel and trying to get it on that exact pixel. It's going to be a son bitch. All right, let's go masking, blur mask. By Gapthar's hammer, never give up, never surrender. Oh yeah, I are. Oh yeah, we got it, baby. I need the screams. I'm in hour 8 of an 11-hour night shift. Rethon Studios, we salute you for your hard work. Alrighty, so now what I'm gonna is I'm gonna put this here. I'm going to get that, make sure it's straight up and down, and we're gonna bring it down a little bit, and we are just going to flatten this out. All right. Alrighty, so now we're gonna redynamesh this. Let's smooth all that. Just so whenever we start, it just makes it easier. Oh, did I hit the back key? Okay, yeah, I did. Just makes it easier. Nice and smooth, nice and clean, nice and crisp. Will always do you good. Always, always, always. Right about there. Okay, so now let's take a look at this again. Let's see what we got. All right, so we still have the edges. So that's these. So let's go back and let's extend that that mask. Oops, right about there. And same on this side. Keep on keeping on. Has the new ZBrush dropped yet? Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It dropped today in the afternoon. So go ahead and check it out. Alrighty. So again, get this nice and flat. Let's see if we're still having issues. Yep, still on the edges, but that's fine. Let's see, BFS. Just bring that out. See if we can widen it with just the maybe a little bit too much. Let's blur the mask. Widen it out again. Right there. Let's get this. Widen it out. Right there. Right here. Let's take a look. Almost. Almost. Alright, so we are going to BMV. And let's... Are we on the right path? Yeah. I wonder if I can just move this leg in here at the top. I think that'd be easier. No one's gonna see the top of this leg, so I think it'd be easier just to do that. Let's see, let's make sure. Not my favorite. Get that. I think that'll do it. Let's go back here. Yeah, I just want to go in over just enough. I don't want them meeting each other too much. So let's take a look at it. There. Let's see if we can make this a little bit more attractive. A little bit straighter. Right here, a little bit straighter. Maybe it's an undershirt, who knows? Dynamesh it together. Spicer, how big do you plan on printing this model? Probably about that tall with the base. So the base is like right here. So yeah, like no bigger than 1/6 for sure. I usually print it at like 1/10 in the beginning, so it's, you know, it's quite small, and then I level it up from there because I can fit this entire character on like a 1/10 scale. Okay, let's inflate these together because again, we don't want any overhangs. There, and smooth it out. Okay, so let's see if we can get this line back in here. Smooth it out. There we go. Let's go over here, and that's fine. Alrighty. So now we should be able to get that going, and that's fine. This is that's not going to bother me at all. Here in the back, though, let's see if we can. Oops, BMV. See if we can move this back a bit. That's what I love about this Boolean stuff, is that you can do all this while you have the Boolean on. So right about there. There we go. Now it's nice and flat. Shouldn't have any issues. Let's make sure we didn't distort it too much. Nothing's too thin. Smooth it out. And I kind of want to get the wobble out of here. Just so it's, you know, so it looks a little bit more attractive here. There. Let's Dynamesh it, and let's go back and make sure. Thunderstorm Art in the house. Big shout out to Thunderstorm Art, who gave me a jump today on my car, and then we saw a UFO together. So it was good times, good stuff. Yeah, for some reason outside my house, fuck, UFOs all day. Well, not all day, but it's either meteors, UFOs, and or something like that. I don't know why. All right, so we're gonna go through. We're gonna fix our mesh. We're going to close holes. We're gonna go back and we're going to fix mesh. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the same with the legs. We're gonna go here, we're gonna go geometry. We're going to fix mesh. We're gonna go modify topology, close holes. And then we're gonna go back and fix mesh. Okay, so there we go. So now we shouldn't have any issue with this working the first time. So we're gonna go here. We're going to Boolean the folder. Oh, but before we do, we are going to save. Always save. Save. Make sure my client isn't messaging me. Let's see. Because for some reason it never lets me know. All right, cool. Hasn't messaged me yet. All right, good. Okay, so we saved it. Let's Boolean the folder. We don't have solo on. We have everything here. Let us Boolean the folder. Let's teach them ZBrush, Spicer. Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah, the UFOs show up. They're like, they're at night, and it's just like a light, and it's just going across the sky. That's the last one. This other one that we saw tonight was just blinking light in the sky, and it was, you know, like there's airplanes of all types, helicopters, commercial airplanes. There's also not all the time, probably like once since I've been living here. We also have you know, jets and stuff like that flying over over the neighborhood. That's happened only once. So like every light that I see in the sky, I hope it's a UFO, you know, like, and then, so I know the blinking of stars. I know the blinking of airplanes, commercial, or private. I know the helicopters lights. I know what a satellite looks like. And tonight was just strange. It was very strange. Very strange. Alrighty, so we are going to put this in the old stuff. We're going to put the legs in the old stuff. And then we're going to move this out. And now we have that. So we've got our head, we've got our body. All right, so I think we have everything. Boolean from each other. We're not going to have any issues. Oh, here we go. Right there. Right in there. You see that? These are the type of things you gotta look for. BIN. Because you don't want to be sending this off to the printer and then getting this little hang here. So just going to tap it gently because I don't want to distort things too much, especially right there. So we can get a better angle, smaller brush, and just gently, and let's go back all the way because I think I was affecting it from the start. Yeah. Okay, so now we can go in here. Yes. Okay. Starlink satellites. Satellites, I don't know if they can transmit light all the way from above the atmosphere to us and have it blink. Like, I know satellites reflect the sun, but the sun doesn't blink. You know, especially in such a consistent rhythm. So I'm not sure. But yeah, there's plenty of aerial phenomena around my house. I would say at least once a month, there's either a meteor or something questionable in the sky. But, you know, 99% of the time it's just, you know, commercial aircraft. So, yeah. So I do know what it looks like. T-Bout! Can I ask a question? Of course. That's what we're here for. What can I help you with? And, I am single, but I'm just not looking right now, if that's your question. All right. Alrighty, so that shouldn't be, I mean, whenever we get it printed, that's not even going to show up. And if it is, then I can just sand it. And it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Beta! Alrighty, so we've got all that. I think we are good to go. I think we should be good to go. Looking around, we should be good to go. Okay, so let's save this project since it worked. Let's go 5. Alrighty, so this is how you create a key. Okay, let's see, we have all of our pieces here. Let's make sure that this base is Boolean from get here. Thinking about making a little bit more interesting of a base. So we're gonna go Q cylinder Y. Let's delete subdivision levels, Q cylinder Y, and let's make something a little bit more interesting. Okay, so we're gonna make it as large as we need it. Somewhere around there. I don't want it to be too tall, right? I don't want this thing even a quarter the size of the character. So we're gonna bring it down right about there. Something like that. We are going to delete this edge. We're gonna press W. We are going to use our taper. And we are going to widen this out a bit. we're going to crease polygroups, and then whenever we subdivide, we should get a result like this. I'm going to add a split here at the at this point, so you can see it automatically makes it more round, right? So boom, we've got this corner hitting, that corner hitting. Well, whenever we do this, you can see it automatically makes it more circular. So we're gonna do the same thing here. It's a little bit too much. We're going to add that as well, okay? Let's squeeze this down a little bit more. Bring it up so it's eating the shoes a little bit. So whenever we key this, it's got, you know, it fits right in there. Okay, let's add another edge loop in here so we can get a little bit sharper up top. And then down here as well, get that a little bit sharper. And maybe we can just delete this and get a nice little edge in here. Maybe? No? Let's bevel this edge instead. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, we're gonna bevel, and we're gonna bevel that edge. We're going to crease polygroups, subdivide a little bit better. Let's add an edge loop. Just make it a little bit sharper. Trying to think of anything else we can do. Let's see if we can get this in here. Let's grab this, put this in the center. Let's see if we can get it a little bit more interesting. Let's crease this edge right there. Let's kick this up to 3. No. Kick this up to 3 right there. Something a little bit more simple. I don't want something super elaborate, but I think this will be good. How do I reset the mask control key back to black highlight? I'm not sure. T-Bone, I'm trying to use a mask control key, but all it does is do a red rope line. I'm not sure what a mask control key is. Oh, do y'all not hear the echo? Y'all don't hear that? Attentive slug, is this what you're talking about? We had reporting of a long tube-shaped UFO hit the news in my area, but the government released a report moments later to deny the encounter. So, you know, aliens, man. Yeah, I don't know why they just don't let us know. Are you going to print the blade or do it separately so you can light it up? I'm going to just print it all as one piece for right now. But yeah, that's a good question. He's got UFOs on the brain. He's turned the base into one. Yeah, he's got a set curves instead of a free pen. I hope your hat has tinfoil in it with all those UFOs about, Spicer. Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. Okay, so base is fine. Okay, so we've got that. Let's apply. Let's Dynamesh 4096. No. Let's get that. right, we are back. All right, and welcome all the new members to the ZBHO Dojo. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, so we've got all this, we've got all that. So what I'm going to do now is boolean the legs from the base. So we're going to bring this up here. We are going to put this leg base right there. We are going to put this in here. We're going to put this underneath the base, and we're going to subtract that. So then we'll have this little bit right meow. Right. So I'm going to go to my feet, and I'm just going to bring this down a little bit more. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. So those should be well within each other. Just make sure they're not laying directly on top of each other, then you'll get issues with that. Alright, so we're gonna do our usual. We're gonna go to our base. We're gonna go geometry. We're gonna go fix mesh. We're gonna go mesh topology. We are going to close holes, and then we're gonna go back to mesh integrity and fix mesh. Okay. And then we're gonna go to our base. Let's see, was I on my base? I think it was on my base. So we can go here, geometry, fix mesh, close holes. Fix mesh. Alrighty. So we've got everything ready to go. We're gonna save, of course. Always save. Right before you do any booleans, always save. And you definitely want iterations. So if you go to the printer and it doesn't work, you can go back to your first, second, or third, or wherever you started bullying it out. All right, so we're gonna go here. We are going to Boolean folder. Yeah, T-bone, you can press B and then reset all brushes. Yeah, press B and then at the bottom right it says reset all brushes, and see if that's giving you an issue. If not, then save and restart. That's the other way to always fix something that ZBrush just isn't working for whatever reason. Alrighty, so we're going to bring this out, and we're going to send this back into the old stuff. So we've got that, we've got this. Turn that back on. All right, so everything is Boolean from each other, so it should be pretty easy to put all these pieces together. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a key. So I'm going to go to regular cube, and what I'm going to do is we're going to make polymesh 3D. We're going to Q-cube it. We're going to crease polygroups. And I'm going to delete all the all these edges right here. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna use taper. So here, taper, and I'm gonna bring this down. And we just don't want a square, you know, we just want to bring it in a little bit so it slides in. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit dynamic. I'm gonna go up to 5, and I'm going to apply. And so now you see we have a good amount of resolution, because you don't want low resolution booleaning from high resolution, because then it's going to give you a bunch of errors and all this stuff, and it's just not going to make ZBrush that happy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete lower. We've got 6,000, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And what I'm going to do is face it this way. I'm going to press B, create insert mesh, new. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back to my bro right here. And what I'm gonna do is solo this out. And what I want to do is put a key right there. I'm going to hold shift so it goes straight up and down. Right about there. Maybe we can, let's see. Let's go here, transparency. And possibly let's rotate it a little bit. So we can slide in this way, right? And we are going to solo it out. We are going to let's now create a new folder. So I'm gonna go head. Well, it doesn't matter because we're gonna rename everything at the end anyway. So Control F, head key body. Okay, and that's just for me to make it easier on myself. And now what I'm going to do, make sure there's nothing going on here. I do like the model's beard. Oh, thank you very much. It's just Dynamesh and whatchamacallit? Damien Standard. That's all that is. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to boolean the head from, let's turn all this stuff off, solo, let's turn off transparency. And so now you can see that the key's in there, right? And so we're just gonna slide that in, right? So now what we need to do is save, of course, save. Okay, so Duralex 7. Okay, and I think I'm gonna make this key a little bit larger. Let's see, what did I just do? Solo, there we go. We're gonna put that back up in there. Let's move it back a little bit. Let's rotate it. Let's shrink it down just a little bit because I just don't want the key so small that whenever I print it, it's this little dangly thing. So still going backwards, it's thick enough. There we go. Alrighty, so let's turn solo off again. And now we got a nice big key in there, and it should give us enough leeway to where we don't need to sand that much. So now what I'm gonna do is boolean the folder, boolean folder. Let's see it. Kimara, it's Spicer, it's Kimara. To be fair, the neck is pretty much a key in itself. Yeah, I just want to really ensure that it doesn't ever move, so I'm putting this key in there. Yo, watch Mizkif. What's Mizkif? Are you using a graphics tablet? Yes, I am. I'm using an Intuos. Alrighty, so that worked. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna shrink it down, let's see, by 0.5, right? So it was that large, now it's this large. And now what I'm gonna do is Dynamesh this together and badooshki dooshk. All right, so there you go. So now we have a little bit of leeway and all this stuff can fit in there. All right, so boom. Let's turn this on. Let's open this up. Old stuff right there. And bring this down. So now we have the head. Rename head. Body. Rename body. Okay. And so now we're going to do that with the legs as well. We are going to make sure all this is going here. Boom, right there. Hey, baby. Right there. Let's get it a little bit larger. Bring it down. Control Shift. Bring it over so they're the same. Bring this over here. It's a little bit right there. There we go. And Control A, get that. W. Yeah, that'll work. Well, will it work? Yeah. Okay. See, local. That's not gonna be good. Well, we'll just leave it there and we can sand it out. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is for the body, another folder, legs, body. Right here, we're gonna put this on top, and we're gonna boolean. We're boolean the legs from. Oops. Using graphics. I use a mouse. Is it better to use a graphics tablet? Absolutely. You will be night and day. Night and day. In terms of that. So here, turn that on, turn solo off. And then do we have a body active somewhere? Why do we have two bodies? Oh, because we have that on. Okay. So now that's going to boolean from there. None of the edges are too thin. The keys are big enough to where there should be some leeway. And so yeah. So now we're going to save again. Always save before you boolean. Apparently it only happens on this project because I opened another one and the problem did not occur. IR, hey dude, gotta take off. This is looking awesome. Catch you later. Later. Is it better to use keys in 90-degree angle rather than following the diagonal line of the leg direction? Well, with this, it's so flat that it should just be easy to just put in there. Shouldn't be too hard at all. For the arm, I'm definitely going to key that along with the direction. You know, I'm going to key it into the body this way or into the body that way. But if the key has more than enough room to go straight up and down, then I'll do that. Because there's really, if we take a look at the light boolean, it's just going to go straight up in there anyway. But good question. Good question. But there are some situations where I needed to put it at an angle instead of straight up and down, and that happened after I printed, and it was you're just going to learn from making mistakes. So we're going to boolean the folder. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to solo this. We are going to Dynamesh this just to make sure all the holes are closed, all that good stuff. Right, mirror. Okay. So we are going to turn solo off. We're going to boolean the folder. Would you ever join the keys of the legs to make them one part? Not for this particular one. If his pelvis was showing, then yeah, I would keep it all together and just boolean it out that way. All right, so we're gonna change our visible count. We're gonna go up. We're gonna put this in the old stuff. Alrighty, and then we're gonna bring this out So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to boolean the feet. So we're going to go here. We're going to turn that off. I'm going to go down to the feet, and I'm going to put some keys in the feets. Right about there. Bring it up a little bit. So it's Ender. We're going to bring this over. Put this right here. We're going to rotate it so it's following along. We're going to make sure it's not going to go through the base. We're going to make sure it's not yeah, that's enough thickness. Alrighty, so again, we're going to put this right here. We're going to boolean that out from the base. So we're going to create a new folder, base legs. We're going to put that in there. And we're going to turn that on. And there we go. So we've got that. I'm going to turn the visibility of the body off. So now we're just booleaning this out, right? So we're going to save. Why am I not printing it all together? Is that what you mean? Jow Victor, why am I not just putting it all together and printing it straight up and down? Do you not add a gap between the keys so they fit? Nah, I just sand it. I'll just sand it a little bit. Or just take a knife and scrape some edges and stuff like that. It's not a big deal. But yeah, the reason I'm splitting everything apart is so I can make it any size that I want. And then I'll be able to... because if you have a body all the way up and down, if it's a miniature, if it's about this big, then yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'm not gonna, key anything. But if it's gonna be in the 1/10 to 1:1, then I definitely want it all split apart. Because I may, print it out this big, but then when I want to do the next size, I try to put it all on my plate, and my plate has a very it's a very certain amount of area. So if I put everything together and I try to print it at this big size and I put it on there, it's not going to fit. So I have to print all these pieces separately to get the size I'm looking for. Here we're going to boolean the folder. Is Kratos is Unreal Engine Bro? Good morning. All right, Bruno. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do it yourself. You really gotta do it yourself, Joe, to really understand what all the problems that you'll get. So here we've got all that. We've got this. Let's get that. Dynamesh it together. Alrighty. So we've got the head. We've got the body. Now we need to do the coats, or the arms, and the hand. So we're making pretty good time. Yeah, we're making really good time. Alrighty, so so now we're going to key the arms away from the jacket. So we're going to create a, we're going to start with this one. We're going to, let's make sure this is a correct one. Yep, it is. All right, so Control F, we're going to do arm, right body. Right there. We're going to take this right arm. We're going to put it here. I'm going to go to this. I'm going to add a key. Right there. And let's make sure it's not going to go through it. Nope, it's not. Okay, so we've got that. Let's transparency, make sure we don't have anything super thin. You can see there's more than enough space all around it. Okay, so I'm going to sink it in just a little bit, and then let's make it a little bit smaller. All right, we don't need it that large. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna boolean this from the body, so we should have a key right there to plug everything in. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna save. As many iterations as we need. Alrighty, so we've got that. So here I'm going to clear my mask. We're going to turn that back on right there, and we are going to boolean the folder. You're a great sculptor. Where did you learn to be like that? Well, I was drawing ever since I was like 5. Painting ever since I was 15, 16. Musician for 7 years. And then came back. I was introduced to ZBrush like 2.5. And ever since then, like almost every day, sculpt for at least 3 to 4 hours a day. So it's just mileage, just lots and lots and lots of mileage. Alrighty, so we're gonna take. Did it not work? Oh wait. Yeah, we got it. Solo, yeah, we got it. Okay, so right here, we're gonna put this back in there. We're gonna take this out right there. Alrighty, so now we've got that. We've got this bit here. So now I'm going to, yes, baby, I know. And here we're going to get that going right here. We're going to add another key right about there. We're going to sink it in a little bit. We're going to shorten it a little bit. And there we go. This one I'm going to rotate a little bit. Move it over. Make sure it's well within there. And let me go to the other arm. Did I dynamesh? No, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to dynamesh that together. Alrighty, so that's set. Alrighty, so we've got this body, we've got this coat, so we're going to go Control F, body, arm, left, right here. We're going to close that up. Oops. Here we are going to put this in there. We're going to go here. We're going to dynamesh this together. And then we're going to boolean it. So we should have right there. So we've got an issue right there. Okay, so what we need to do is find out what this is, why there's... Alrighty, so this is a good thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a cube. I'm going to turn that back on, I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to insert a cube. So boom, right here. And this I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to try to find that hole and try to close it off. So I'm gonna create, make sure it's nice and large. So you see all that? See all this? This is what I was talking about. Right, so we need to go through here and make sure that none of that is there. Like there's no little pockets or anything like that. Right, so as soon as we see a pocket, see right there, we're gonna need supports because it's floating. Right there. Okay, so here on this piece, I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna press BIN, and then I'm gonna inflate this together because we definitely don't want that there. And we're going to turn everything else off besides these two. Okay, so BIN. We're going to inflate that together. Right there, right there. We're gonna go back to our cube. We're going to raise it up. There's some more. Okay. So go here, and then we got some right there. Inflate this together. Let's see, what is this? Okay. Inflate that together. Inflate all this together. Alright. Okay, let's go back to this cube. Let's see, what is this? Is that just a hole? Yeah, that should be fine. Alrighty, so let's zoom in. Boom. Bring this back up. Alright, here we go. We got some more. Oops. Let's go back here, inflate this together. Right there. Boom. Alright, let's get this. We're just gonna make sure it's all closed up. There. And yeah, you just don't want to have supports in here that that you're having to having to put supports in here so it doesn't fail. Definitely don't want that. And we're also going to eat the inside of this as well to ensure that that the body's hollow, because you don't want this body solid, because it's got to rip off that filament each time, and there's problems with suction, so it might damage the filament or loosen it. So if you hollow it out, it's only got to rip off the edges from the filament, so it's just going to be easier. It's just going to be easier. Did you hollow the shoulder or pockets of resin? No, I am. That's what I'm doing right now. Going to be doing that for sure. All right, there we go. We got a little bit more. And there we go, right there, right there. Bring this back up. And I'm just closing it where it's got the biggest holes, right? Because whenever I dynamesh this, it should close all this off. But I'm just going through it and just making double sure that that we have a nice clean mesh. So this is, the unglamorous part about it, but it makes your life a whole lot easier. Right there, right there. There. Comics Legend, prepping for 3D is a nightmare. Not if you have a workflow. It's like saying Sculpting hands is a nightmare, but if you have a workflow for it, then it's pretty easy. Right there. Let's go here. Smooth that out. Okay. Right here, go back. Inflate. Yeah, but you know, it may be a nightmare, but whenever you have this thing on your desk, it's just so worth it. So worth it. Let's see, what is this? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, we're gonna close all that off. Oops. Here, boom, boom, boom. There we go. That's our problem area. So go here. Let's go. Let's get a smaller brush size. Right in there. Okay. We are on our way, people. We are on our way. Woo! See how thin that is? How thin that edge is? That's definitely not good. Alright. Boom. Boom. Right in there. Alrighty. So that's good. Let's see. So we don't want to change this, right? Because this is what we're booleaning it out from. So I don't want to change that too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use back face masking and see if that will help me. And then that way it won't pull from the opposite side, it will only pull from this side. And does it get this? See, is it still doing it? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mask this. Well, let's see if we can get away with some moving with the back face. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. So that is way better. Way better. Let's see. Did I pull from that as well? Yeah. Alrighty. So we might need to just put a piece of geometry in here possibly. Or just pull from the other side instead of this side. Hi, what software is this? This is ZBrush. I haven't used my 3D printer for my own stuff yet. All I've done so far is the test model is a program for creating supports hard to use. No, it's not. It, depending on what you're using, filament or SLA, it's pretty easy. Let's go back. Right there. Okay. Let's go back here and let's pull from this side. No, that's still going to do that. If we pull up. Yeah, pulling up works. Okay. Alrighty, so let's Dynamesh this thing real quick, and let's see. Let's save. Save as, because I'm thinking this is probably going to crash just because of all the different points that are intersecting with each other, but maybe we'll get lucky. Do you use 3D Coat for coloring at all? No, I don't. I just use ZBrush. If I need to go further, then I go Substance Painter. But generally, I get all my coloring done in ZBrush. I should be using whatever you use because we've got the same printer. Yeah, I use what is it? Chitu Box. I use that one. When an auto polygroup the outside and inside bits differently, then you could just select the outside and delete hidden. Do they have that? I've never used that. Polygroups, merge, similar, regroup, group by normals, group visible, group front, group mask, group as Dynamesh. Alrighty, so we've got that. Let's Dynamesh this together. There we go. Nice and clean, nice and clean. Okay, so let's go back here and let's move this up. So it looks like that solved most of our problem. Yep, that's our problem. So we no longer have that those holes in there. Let's just go all the way through it again. Make sure that we don't have anything hiding. See what that is. What is that? That should be fine. Well, supports on that shouldn't be very difficult at all. So you see that floating island? So now in Chitu Box, I'm going to have to add supports here for this, right? So you want to make sure you don't have a lot of those in here. Okay, let's go down, down, down. Let's go back up in case I missed anything. There we go. Okay, let's go here. Let's inflate. Oops, that's move. Let's go inflate. Get a smaller brush. Inflate that together. Oops. Let's get a small brush. Let's go BMV again. Move that in there. Move that in there. Okay. Let's go back. Boom, boom, boom. So you see that? We're gonna have to get that too. Alrighty, so let's get that. Is that pulling from? Yeah, that's making boo-boos. We don't want boo-boos. Okay, so let's go back up. Let's go here. Okay. And let's go BMV. There we go. Now that's closed off. Let's re-Dynamesh it. Unreal. I like Unreal better than Unity just because of the interface. Interface alone is worth using Unreal. And then you got the do they still have the that whatchamacallit? What was it called? Blue? What was it called? The programming thing? Blue? Whatever it was. Oops, wrong one. Blueprints? Yeah. Yeah, blueprints is dope. Maybe you just need to settle down. You hear me? You just need to settle down. Right there. That's what I want to fix. Because all these little islands are just... they're not fun. They're not fun whenever you're keying all this stuff. So just going to inflate it a little bit. Inflate it. We're going to get our BMV. And we're going to move that back. And then we're going to re-dynamesh. Luis Enrique Sotomayor. Hi from Brazil. Hello. How are you? Alrighty. So we're going to bring this down. So you see all these little islands and stuff. I want to really, 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 really fix these. Just because it's going to be easier. Not because it's going to fail or anything, but it's just going to be way easier. And oops. There we go. Right here. Just inflate these together. Right there as well. Right here. Okay, so that looks good. And let's dynamesh. Alrighty, so let's bring this down again. Just make, see what is that? Let's see if we get this to come down a little bit. Move. Oh, that's right. On the wrong mesh. Let's see. And then this coat back here. Really want to fix this right in there. So BIN, get a smaller brush, inflate this together. Let's get our BMV and let's just move this together. And I'm using back face masking, which is allowing me to use just pull on one side and then dynamesh it together. Yeah, I'm doing good, brother. Just getting this ready for the 3D printer, and feeling good. Good, smelling good. You know how it is. You know how it is. All right, let's move. Let's get dynamesh again. Let's BIN. Is there a reason you're not working? There we go. Dynamesh it again. Alrighty. So I think that solved most of the problems on here. So let's turn that off. Turn this back on. Subtract that from there, and now it's completely solid. Right? Right in there. So everything's good. Everything's good, and no one's gonna be looking at this thing from under here and be like, "Oh, look, there's a couple bubbles." No one's gonna care. All right, I want to hear it. Alrighty, so we've got that sorted. So there's this little overhang here. I'm gonna fix that. Let's use regular move. There we go. Just So let's right about there. Okay, so we're good on that. So we can go here. Let's delete this cube. If we need another one, we can just make one. And then we are going to Boolean. We're going to go to our mesh body. We're going to do our usual. We're going to go to modify topology, close holes. We're going to go to mesh integrity. We're going to fix mesh. There we go. Okay, so that should be solid, should be ready to go. We're doing all that. Let's go here. Let's solo this out. That should be fine. Let's see, is it all Dynamesh together? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're good to go, people. And what do we do before we do this? We save. Alrighty, so we're good on that. Alright, so let's Boolean. Cogwheel, Boolean folder. And now we wait. Cannot be performed because some input subtools are invalid. Invalide. Alrighty, so we're going to delete. Okay. We're going to delete. Okay. We're going to go here, and then we're going to go through our regular stuff. We're going to fix mesh. We're going to close holes. And then we're going to fix mesh. So that should be fixed. Let's go here. Let's turn these on. Let's go through the same stuff. Geometry, fix mesh. Close holes. Fix mesh. Alrighty, so we got that. Let's try it again. So we've got this. This is all good. Let's Boolean folder. Oh, I have solo on. That's the reason. Let's go with this. Yeah, let's just go. Go here. Okay, so let's try it again. Boom. Boolean folder. Yeah, it's going faster. Luis Enrique Sotomayor. Dude, you're really crazy. I give the highest value. Your job is fantastic. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Please work, please work, please work, and shikow. We have liftoff. Boom. Boom. Turn everything on. Make sure we've got that. Make sure we got that. Make sure we got that. Make sure we got that. Go here, and there we go. So everything should be keyed out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to key the hand out from the coat on the left side. So this one. So we've got this mesh. Let's just make sure we have the right one. It's got all the keys in it. Alrighty. So we're going to control F. We're going to say body lightsaber hand. We're going to put that in there. We're going to go here. We're going to add another key. So we're going to go there to insert mesh. We're going to go here. And I don't like having small keys because they end up warping on the printer. So I like having them a little bit more substantial. And just bring that in. Okay. So we're going to Dynamesh, and we're going to go through our usual stuff. We're going to go through geometry. We're going to go, what was it? Fix mesh first. Fix mesh. Close holes. Fix mesh. All right, same thing on this guy. We are going to go to geometry, fix mesh. Modify topology, close holes. Fix mesh. Alrighty, so we should be ready for this. Oh, we're on the wrong one. We need to be on the arm right here. Get this out of there. Let's go here. Turn solo off. Make sure. Oops, there's no issue. Let's solo this. Well, let's not solo it out, but let's turn everything else off. Turn this on. Turn off solo. So we are going to have. It's just a little bit too thin. So what I'm going to do is BMV. I'm going to use back face masking and pull that out just a little bit more and pull this in right there. Pull this in. Pull that in. And it should key out pretty easily. So I'm going to Dynamesh this again. And then let's see, there's something here. I think we need to pull this up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Because we just don't want any floating islands. It's going to really make it difficult for us. Okay, so I'm going to go here. And you can see how the wrist is widening as it goes out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of taper that down so it's not getting wider as we're inserting it, because it's not going to help us. So I'm going to take this key back out because we can replace that at any time. And I'm going to move this in BMB, and we're going to make it a little bit more rectangular as opposed to tapered. And smooth that out. And just smooth these edges out so it's a little bit easier as well. We're going to BMV. Just going to straighten this out, make sure it looks sexy. And let's fix this as well. And we're just looking for a little bit more rectangular, cylindrical. So it should be tapering in as opposed to tapering out. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna BCC. We're going to just chop that off nice and clean. Smooth it out. Gonna fix that right there. Smooth it out. Here. Bring this in. Ryan McLeroy, are you going to hollow it or print solid? I'm definitely going to hollow this. Definitely going to hollow this out. But for right now, we just need the keys in there, and then we can add a sphere and all that good stuff on the inside. Okay, so let's just make sure. Let's bring this edge in a little bit more. Smooth it out, smooth it out. Alrighty, so there's a little, get a little bit more in here. I mean, these things aren't going to show up in the print. I mean, they're just not. But, you know, you do get an overall sense of completion whenever you're looking at a piece. So, I definitely want to make sure I have that sense that this piece is finished. Let me get a little bit better of an angle. A little bit sharper, a little bit more in depth, a little bit more contrast, just so it shows up on the printer. A little bit more angular. Bring that out, bring that out. Try to square off these fingers. Alrighty. This is a personal piece. It's by the franchise Live, or Jerry Gaylord is his name. And he just did a concept, and I just wanted to do it. Gotta go. Have a good rest of the stream. Thanks, Rethon. Luis, did you give a Dynamesh and the hole didn't close as you did? Yeah, I'm just trying to get this a little bit more, so it's a little bit easier to insert into the jacket. So now when we go here and we go there, you can see it's not it's not widening as we get out to it. It's actually tapering in. And I'm just gonna do a little bit better job of that. I'm gonna go right about here. Let's go BML, and I'm just going to mask that off solo. I'm going to blur the mask. Boop, 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 mask. We're gonna invert it first, and then we're gonna blur. And then we're gonna invert it again, and we're gonna blur. And then press W. We're going to put this in the center, and we are going to shrink this down to really, really ensure that it's tapering in, right? So here, we'll go there, we'll go taper. No, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay, so let's bring this up here. And there we go. Hey, baby, we're almost done. I know you're getting impatient. I know. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. You want to say hi? What's up? Hmm? You okay? All right. Alrighty. Smooth, 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 smooth. A little bit more. Oh yeah, Pupper. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. Let's see. Alrighty, so BMV right here. Smooth that out. Let's make sure our client isn't saying anything. Nope. Alrighty. So we can turn this back off, and we can see it's definitely moving in. Alright, so let's bring this a little bit closer, just so we have way less things to add supports to. Something like that, and it should slot in fairly easily now. All right. So subtool, let's turn, we don't have solo on. So what do? We save. Save. Boom, boom. Alrighty. Okay. So we've got that. Let's bring this in a little bit more. There we go. So we can get rid of that one bit. And then let's turn all that off. Go here. Let's do our usual. Let's fix mesh. Close holes. Fix mesh. And then, oh, we gotta, I guess this, no, I don't want this to be the key. I want there to be an actual key. So here, solo, let's, well, actually this can be the key because it's just so thin. This will just have to be the key. Alrighty, so we've got that. Let's just boolean this out. Oh yeah, we got it on solo, that's why. Alright, let's go here, boolean, folder. Alrighty, so we should have this here, we should have this there. Turn off all of our, turn off all of that, bring it all back, and we got them booleaned out. We got everything booleaned out. So let's go solo. We've got that. This is good. Let's go down. We've got that. Ready to go. Let's go down to the base. That's booleaned out. Let's go to the coat right here. Ready to go. We've got both arms, both legs, head. We've got our hand here, and we've got our last arm right there. So there we go. So now the only other thing left to do is to put it into Chi2 box and get it ready, add the supports, arrange everything, and then print it out. So, not a bad stream, right? Not a bad stream. In 2.5 hours, you too can key your piece. And with, you know, more and more experience, you'll actually do it quicker, right? But yeah, so that's it. That's it. And make sure to follow Dzink. He does a lot of 3D printing stuff. He's also a really good artist. Make sure to follow Harry Mandibles, IR Sculpts, Thunderstorm Art. See who else? Kimara. Make sure to follow her. She recently became a ZBHO legend. Trying to find anyone else. If I do miss you, it's not my fault. It's God did it to you, not me. See, was there anybody else in here? I'm feeling like there was one. Oh, and Colt and Clay. Make sure to go follow him as well. Batman Pop Tart is his name. So definitely check it out. All right. So before we go, let us give thanks and praise in the Scott Eaton. Yeah! thank you everybody for joining us on the stream. We're going to be back next Tuesday. We're going to be working all types of stuff. We're going to be working on some piece. We're going to be working on something. Probably a Father's Love, so we can get that 3D printed as well, because I want that in a quarter scale. So we'll work on that. And, you know, actually what we'll do is next week we'll do another piece, and we'll get it keyed and ready to go. It'll be an Earthworm Gem, and we'll get that ready for 3D printing as well. And then there's another piece somewhere somehow that we gotta do. We'll get to it when we get there, okay? Make sure to follow me at shotgunscream.com, shotgunscream.com. Put a /merch, get yourself a ZBHO Dojo shirt, keep the doors open. You can see all the neon lights we have around Scott Eaton. Does cost a lot of money in electricity, but it's for your entertainment, so it's worth it. Okay, so we've got over 250 billion people watching the stream right now, but we are all one. That's the last time you get the smoke machine when I'm doing my exit. Last time!